Hey you guys, welcome back, and I am super excited for dinner tonight because I'm going to be making pulled pork. Don't mind this cutting board, it's super old and I know it's not good with being plastic, but I need to get some new ones. And this is what I've got right now. It's pretty shriveled up, but we're gonna get started. So it's super easy. I'm gonna bring you along with me. Let's get going. Okay, so I have some pork tenderloin here, and this is the easiest way that I've found to make pulled pork. I mean, you can use a different cut of pulled or pork if you want to, but this is just the easiest for me. And we get the 2-pack from Costco. At least that's where this one's from. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up. And this is so simple, you guys. It's literally just putting it in the crock pot to cook on low and slow all day. And then I'm putting in my homemade barbecue sauce, some spices, and then I will show you how I pull it apart once it's cooked a bit. Now, the way that I do it too is I defrost my tenderloin, but I don't defrost it all the way. It's still like the outside's defrosted, but the inside's still frozen. So I'm gonna show you how much easier it is for me to cut it when it's this, like this. Okay, so you've got your pork tenderloin here, and I usually cut them in about 1 inch thick, little discs. So you're just gonna cut down like this. See how it's a little bit easier to cut when it's still froze in the middle? It's not wiggling all over the place, and I can cut it real nice. And the reason that I do it about 1 inch thick like this is because once it's cooking and I pull it apart with a fork, the pieces of pork are only gonna be 1 inch thick by however thin I pull them. Instead of long, really long pulled pieces, I like them a little bit smaller. So that's all I do with my tenderloin. This is 2 tenderloins in a pack, you can see. So now what I'm gonna do is in my crock pot, you can see it here, I take all of my frozen pieces and I just place them in the crock pot all up towards each other to get them all in, and then if there's still some room, I'll spread them out. So just like this. And this is a really good meal to make because you can make it in the morning, put it on low, and then go to work or do what you're doing around the yard or the house. So there you go. You see that there? They're all in the bottom of my crock pot. And now all I'm going to do is take my homemade barbecue sauce. And if you want to make this barbecue sauce, I will link down below in the description this sauce and how I made it with fresh tomatoes from my garden. So look down below in the description for this. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my barbecue sauce. If you don't have homemade, you can just do store-bought, but it is better with homemade. And I'm going to just pour this all over the pork chops. So let me go ahead and wash my hands, open this up, and we will do that. Okay, let me get this. Oh, baby, that was sealed. Whew. All right, so there is my homemade barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna pour it all over across my pork chop or my tenderloin here. Give it a good knock so it all comes out. Smells really, really good. And then I'm just gonna grab a fork and spread it out over top all of them. And what's cool about doing it like this too is while the pork is cooking, it's also kind of marinating in the sauce. So I just go ahead, like you can see here with this, I'm kind of on the edge, ain't I? You can see I'm just kind of putting my fork in the meat, and you can see that the sauce is going down in between, just to get the sauce down between the pieces. And then It's covered through the whole thing. And now all I'm going to do is put my lid on, and it's already on low. As you can see there, oh shoot, it's plugged in. It's already on low, and I'm just gonna let this sit for 6 to 8 hours on low, and then I will take 2 forks when it's cooked and just shred the pieces like this and stir it all up, and then serve it on either homemade buns or store-bought buns. If you don't want to have buns with it, what my husband and I do is we just eat like a scoop of it on our plate with salad on top of it, like a coleslaw salad on top of it. It is so good. We've also done 2 chicken breast with a scoop of this on top of it and coleslaw. So good. But anyways, you can see that the lid is heating up here now. We're gonna let it sit for about 6 to 8 hours. That'll be around 4 o'clock tonight would be 6 hours, 6 o'clock tonight would be 8 hours. We'll come back throughout the day and give it a check, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done, and then we will pull it apart. So there you go, that's how easy that is. I'll show you what it looks like when we get it cooked. Okay, you guys, it is just about 3 o'clock, and this is looking absolutely amazing. I haven't touched it yet, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like. There it goes. Super, super good. You're gonna notice that this is very runny. But you're gonna notice that it's very liquidy, and that's okay, because once you shred it up, the juice is going to reabsorb back into the meat. So I'm gonna show you what I do now is I just take my piece of tenderloin, and you can see I hardly even touched it. Watch me push it with my fork. It just falls apart. So you're just gonna take your fork and shred. And also, you know what? I found another way like this that's super easy. And all I do, if I can find it, there it is. Does anyone else have like utensil drawers that are just loaded and you can never find anything? I take one of these mashers and I just push down on the meat and circle it, and you can see that the meat just starts to fall apart. So I'm just gonna go like this and mash the meat all together. Can you see here how it's starting to thicken? You're gonna see what I mean by the water is going to go away because it's going to reabsorb back into, did I say chicken? The pork. So as you shred the pork, it's going to take on that juice. This way is actually better than the 2 forks because it's quicker. I used to take all of the meat out, shred it on a plate, and then put it back in. So you can see now, and I'm gonna pick this up so you can see it better. But there you go, that's how easy and fast it was to shred that pork. Can you see that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So you can do this right when you're ready to serve, or you can do it now like I'm going to, and I'm gonna let it cook for another hour or so. It is done and we could eat it, but it's not dinner time yet. So I'm gonna let this sit, and it's just gonna continue to cook, and it's very moist as you can see. And like I said, see how watery it was, but you can see now that it's still got a little bit of water there in the bottom, but as it cooks now for another hour or so, it's just gonna suck all the juices in, and yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna cover it back up, let it sit for about an hour, and I forgot one thing. I didn't put spices in it. I know I told you at the beginning of this video I was gonna add spices. I didn't do that. I just used my barbecue sauce. So I'm actually, now that I'm talking about it, I'm gonna add a little bit of spices to it, and it can be anything that you want. for me, what I'm going to add is I will grab them and show you, and I'm gonna put them in right now actually. Okay, so these are the 2 spices that I'm going to put in. So Homestead Blend and Finishing Touch. This Homestead Blend here is like bell pepper and herbs, and the Finishing Touch is warm rosemary and garlic. They are so good. I get them from an online store that delivers right to my door. And if you've never tried this store, oh my gosh, you have to. It's called the Wellness Store. I absolutely love it. We've been shopping there for over 4 years now. We started shopping there back in 2022, and they have everything. All of your essentials, right down to your spices, coffee, juices, snacks, everything. It's just better and safer for you. And the cost of it, we save close to, if not more than, $500 a month shopping at the store rather than getting all the stuff with their groceries like we used to. So there we go. We've got all of that mixed in. Smells so good. Like I said, I'm just gonna let this sit now for about another hour. Or when my kids get home off the bus, they're usually like, Mom, I'm starving. So we have earlier dinners, and that's okay. This is ready to go. You can put it on a bun. You can put it on your plate like I was talking about with some salad, whatever way you want to eat it, it's great. You can put some shredded cheese on top with some ranch. But I will show you what it looks like when we're ready to go. And we'll be back in about an hour. Okay, you guys, it is now 4 o'clock and we are ready to have dinner. We just walked uptown and grabbed some buns. I was gonna make some homemade buns, but I just didn't get around to it. So I'm gonna show you what the pulled pork looks like. And so you can see for yourself. So, I don't know if you can see, let me show you. So there it is. Super, super good. Very flavorful. I did try it again with this, the spices that I put in it. As you can see, it's very tender. It just comes apart so nice. It's very juicy. And that's it, you guys. I'm gonna show you again now that I stirred it. Up close. Look at that pulled pork. Barbecued pulled pork. So there you go, guys. That is exactly how I make my barbecue pulled pork. Super quick and easy. Just cut up your pork tenderloins, put them in your crock pot with your barbecue sauce. Like I said, if you want to use store-bought barbecue sauce, that's okay. If you want to use the one that I made homemade that I used in this, I'll drop down below in the description my recipe for it so you can give that a try and you can can it yourself at home for the season or for the whole year in using barbecue sauce. But yeah, there you go, guys. Super easy, a really quick and delicious meal, very, very full of protein. And I think everybody in the family loves it. And like I said before, you can pair this with a bun. You can put it on chicken. You can eat it by itself. You can do anything that you want with it. You could even make a baked potato and put this on it with some cheese and onion and sour cream. That would be really good too. So many ways. Fries with pulled pork on top. Any way, nachoed pulled pork, anything. But that is a quick, easy dinner. If you give it a try, let me know down below in the description how it turns out for you. And as always, I love and appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you like this video, share it, and ring that bell, subscribe so you never miss a video coming. And I will see you guys back here next time. Bye.